Here's my audience.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so we are struggling college students, so that means we don't have much money to eat, so we starve a lot. So this story is kind of like that, and how I wish I had what this little boy had. So, once upon a time, there was a widowed mother and her son, and they were very poor. So the mom says, go to your uncle and ask him to give you some food so that we don't starve. And so the boy goes to the uncle's house and he knocks on the door and he says, Uncle, I'm so hungry. Can you give me some food to eat? My mom, she doesn't make enough money. She weaves, but she doesn't get enough money and I don't have the wherewithal to get food for myself. And the uncle says, well, yes, you should have come to me sooner. I would have helped you sooner. Here, this way you won't be poor ever again. What we have here is a rat. What it does is if you put a cloth underneath it, it will give you money. But make sure you don't tell anybody or show anybody this rat. So the little boy takes the rat. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you. So he walks home, and his home was really far from where the uncle lives. So he goes to an inn, and he says to the innkeeper, can I please have a room for rent? The only reason, though, is this rat has to stay with me at all times. And the innkeeper was like, no, we don't allow animals here. And the kid was like, no, I'll give you any money you ask for. He just has to be with me at all times. I can't let him out of my sight. So the innkeeper and him fight for a little while. And he finally agrees to let the boy stay. But mostly because he's really intrigued. So the boy goes into his room, and the innkeeper goes and he peeks through the keyhole at the little boy. The boy, at this time, is laying out a cloth on the floor. He has his rat, and all of a sudden, coins fall from the rat. The innkeeper sees this, and he's like, I must have this rat. I must get one. So he finds a rat that looks exactly like it, and when the boy's sleeping, he takes it and swaps it with one of the exact same kind. So then the boy wakes up in the morning, pays the innkeeper, and starts walking home until he realizes it's not the same rat. This rat's not giving him any money anymore. So he goes back to the innkeeper, and he says, give me back my rat. You stole it from me. I know you did. And the innkeeper was like, I didn't steal anything. We are honest and good people here. We don't steal a thing. Now get out of here before I beat you. So the kid runs back to his uncle. He says, Uncle, the innkeeper just stole my rat and replaced it with this other one. The uncle was like, all right, I'll give you a different gift for you and your mom so that you guys don't starve. What we have here is a tablecloth. What you have to do is open it, and when you open it and say, tablecloth, make ready, it will give you a fancy feast. And so the kid's like, great, okay. So he makes his way home. He stops at the inn again and says to the innkeeper, I need a room, but don't make me anything for supper because I have all that I need here. So the innkeeper's like, okay. And he wants to know what's inside the tablecloth. So he peeks inside the door again into the keyhole, and the boy's laying out his supper. I think you can see it. Laying out his supper, and he says, tablecloth, make ready. All his food is there. So the boy eats his supper and sleeps in the middle of the night, and the innkeeper is like, I must have that tablecloth. It's great for my inn. And so he finds a tablecloth of the exact same kind, steals it from the boy while he's sleeping, and replaces it with a new one. The boy pays the innkeeper, goes home, and he's walking, and he gets really hungry on the road. So he takes out his tablecloth, lays it out, and says, tablecloth, make dinner. And nothing happens. So the kid knew that the guy got him again. So he went back to the innkeeper and said, you stole my tablecloth. The innkeeper was like, I didn't steal anything. Get out of here before I beat you. So the kid runs back to his uncle and says, Uncle, he stole from me again. The uncle was upset with him. He's like, well, I'll probably beat you too. But he realized that he was just a kid, so he didn't know what he was doing. So he's like, okay, I'll give you one more gift. This gift right here is a stick. And if someone steals this from you, all you have to do is yell, beat, beat. And it will beat that person until you say stop. So the kid was like, great, okay, yeah. So he runs up to the inn. He's like, innkeeper, can I have a room? Showing him the stick. And the innkeeper shows him to his room. And the kid was like, okay, I'm going to hide here, pretend that I'm asleep. The innkeeper goes up to his room, looks through the keyhole, sees that he's asleep, and decides to steal the stick. So he gets into the room, steals the stick, and the boy hears this and goes, beat, beat. The innkeeper's hit a bunch of times, and he's near death until he cries out, "Boy, save me! I'm gonna die!" And the boy says, "I will not save you unless you give me back my rat that lays gold and my cloth that lays dinner." So the innkeeper didn't want to die, so he gives the boy back all his belongings. And the boy walks home and tells his mom everything that happened. And they live happily ever after, very rich.
Woo.